Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. Today I am jumping in and working again in my Fearless journal. I feel like this video is a little all over the place. I'm not sharing a specific project. I'm still just getting started in my journal, but then again, I feel like that's pretty realistic. That's how I work. Just getting started. I got to get some pockets and some tuck spots in this journal, so that's what I'm starting off with here. I used some of the 6x6 scrapbook paper that came in the kit, and I cut it into pieces. You can see that I cut a couple strips here with the flower paper that I'm going to use as tucks along the side, and then a couple pockets. So I took them over to the sewing machine and ran some machine stitching down the side so it looked like they were stitched into my book. I love the way the flowers play with this music paper and the heart coffee page that's in the book. It just has a vintagey, romantic feel to it. I really like that. So I'm adding those little tuck spots along those book pages there. Now I'm just trying to decide where I want to stick these first couple of pockets, and usually, I will be honest with you, I end up tearing out that graph paper and using it as journaling paper later in the book because there's just something about it. I don't know. I have a lot of people who like it, but most of the time I like using it as paper later. So I just decided that I really like those roses next to that music and heart paper. So I'm adding that pocket again on the opposite end of the book next to that heart paper and that music paper. And then I'm going to add this ribbon pocket next to this yellow notebook paper. I mentioned in a previous video finding these party favor boxes at the Dollar Tree. They're over in the birthday section with some of the birthday party items. They had them in multiple colors, and I think there were about 3 in a package. So I decided to cut the front panel off of this bag and use it as a tuck spot. It would also be a great pocket. You could use the whole bag as a pocket, but I'm going to even it up a little bit and add some ink to the edges just to help it stand off the page. So I took it over to the sewing machine so it looked like it was stitched into the book. I always like doing that. And I decided that I wanted to turn this bingo playing card into a journaling card. So I'm going to glue some tea stain paper to the back of it. I'm going to add it to that treat sack tuck spot. And I decided that I wanted to use this first place ribbon from the kit as a journaling card as well. So I'm using some fabric glue, and I try to thin it out a little bit because I don't want the glue to show through the ribbon, but I'm just gluing some tea stain paper to the back of it, and I'm going to trim it to fit. I decided I should probably just start assembling my spread here, so I'm gluing down that popcorn sack, leaving the bottom open just so I can use it as a tuck spot. I did decide to run my bingo card through the sewing machine, and I'm just going to ink the edges because that's something I like to do. I don't run the ribbon through the sewing machine. I was just worried about it. I don't know. It was a weird texture, that ribbon material. I went back and forth with a few of the tags and things and just trying to decide what to add to this page. And again, because I'm just getting started in this journal, I just don't really know. I just don't know too much right now. But you just got to get started. You got to jump in. And I just kind of feel like that's what this video is. So I decided to use some of the fibers from the kit. I'm going to make a little paper clip and clip that ribbon into the book. I always have the worst luck stamping on glassine bags in the book, so I decided to use an archival ink, a waterproof one, and that green matte, and it still didn't come out perfectly, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting it to, but I wanted to add this hot air balloon stamp to this glassine bag, and then I'm going to take some scrap cut off tea stain paper. I make so many journals when I make these collections, and there's always cut off paper, and I hate wasting it. I feel like there's so much of it, I need to figure out something to do with it, but I'm going to use some of that scrap paper today to add just a little stitched notepad to that glassine bag. But I also wanted a touch of that mint green color in there, so I grabbed some washi out of my stash, and I'm adding that to the glassine bag. And there's that scrap paper I mentioned. I did have some of the cutoffs of that heart paper, so I like that on the outside, and I just decided to run a machine stitch through the center, make a little notepad. And then I have some stickers from the new Maggie Holmes collection. I think it's called Market Square. I loved the ribbons and the hot air balloons in that collection. So I have some of the puffy stickers, and I just decided to add that first place ribbon there with a few little starburst stickers. And that's it. I'm calling it quits on this spread. It does feel good to get started in the book and to get going a certain direction, but it is hard for me sometimes to get started. But I like it. I like how it came together. I think it's fun. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. If you missed any of the previous videos working in this collection, those links will be down below, as well as many other links, so check them all out. Thanks again, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.